special friends. I am so happy that you are joining me today for our good night devotions. It's always good to look forward to this time to spend with you and with God and His Word. Let's join the kids in the neighborhood and learn why God is great and good. We'll meet new friends and share our love and learn from God above. It has been an interesting day around here. How was your day today? No matter what kind of day we have, we can always trust that God is with us and He will help us through whatever happens during the day. And the verse that I'm thinking about is from the book called Zephaniah in the Bible. Zephaniah 3:12 says this, "They will trust in the Lord." And I do trust in the Lord. He will carry us through whatever happens in our day. It's good to be able to trust God. Let's find out what's going on in the Springley household today. There's a little bit of trust issues happening there, it looks like. Here's the picture. Sam and Sophie Springley were brother and sister. Sam was 6 and Sophie was 5, but they both had turned up noses, freckles, and shiny smiles. And like any brother and sister, they were sometimes the best of friends and sometimes the worst. Sam liked to play jokes on Sophie. Sam set an alarm clock so that it would wake her up an hour too early for school. Another time, Sam put salt in the sugar bowl so Sophie's cereal tasted like pretzels. Sophie shouted, "Sam Springley, I can't trust you." Sam just laughed. The Springleys had a new piano. Sophie sat on the new piano stool and plinked the piano keys. "This stool is fun to spin," giggled Sophie as she twirled around and around. "Whee!" said Sophie. And she spun faster and faster and faster until whump! The seat twirled right off and Sophie tumbled down. "Oh no," said Sophie. "Spinning around was really such fun." "Wow, Sophie, look what you've done," said Sam, walking into the room. "Sam, I knew I couldn't trust you. You made the stool fall apart," yelled Sophie. "No, Sophie," Sam said. "I didn't do it. But don't look so sad. I can fix it, I'm sure. It's not so bad." Sophie just frowned at her brother. But sure enough, Sam fixed the stool as good as new. "See, Sophie, I told you," said Sam. "I like to play jokes on you because it's funny. But getting hurt and breaking things isn't funny. I wouldn't do that to you or anybody. You can trust me about that." Then Sophie smiled and said, "I'm sorry, Sam. I'm glad I have a brother like you, and I do trust you." What does it mean to trust someone? If we trust someone, that means that we can be sure that they will keep their promises and they'll do what they say and they won't do things that will hurt us. Why can we trust God? That's a good question, isn't it? Well, sometimes people do things that make us not want to trust them. But we can always trust in God. God always knows what is best for us. Trusting God means being sure that God will keep His promises. He will never leave us, and He will always love us. Right now, I want you to close your eyes. Okay? Keep your eyes closed and don't peek. Now, do you believe that the room you're sitting in is still there? Of course it is. You can open your eyes now. Even though we can't see God, just like you couldn't see the room you were in, even though we can't see God, we can always trust that God is there, loving us all the time. That's something that you can count on for sure. Let's pray. Hold lift your hands and bow your heads and repeat these words to God. Dear God, I am so glad I can trust in you in all you say and in all you do. Amen. Let's tuck you in, turn off the light. Now it's time to say goodnight. God is watching over you. He keeps us safe the whole night through. God's love is near us. God's love is near us. God's love is near us. Sleep tight. I love you, dear. Good night.